I'm excited. I haven't been this excited to do this video because I've been wanting to do this video for quite a bit of time. A friend of mine right before the New Year's was like, why don't you do this video where you kind of show the progress and all the work that you guys have been putting into it for the last 10 years. And that made me realize it's already been 10 years.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening.
It's been 10 years that we journeyed to work and keep grinding in order for us to work in the film industry. And if anything made me realize after watching this video is, God, time flies by so much. So I decided to make a compilation and just a little kind of biography, but a video that explains and that shows how we managed to get from this to this. For your viewers out there that are new to this channel, a little message for you out there. If you're a filmmaker, you're an artist, you're a content creator, you're an entrepreneur, whatever you're doing that is creative involved, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. You never know when something's gonna happen. You just don't know. A lot of my friends are done university, are married, have kids now, and here I am trying to figure out how I'm gonna be able to pay my rent and how I'm gonna be able to make ends meet. But of course, not giving in to working a regular job, working a corporate job. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's not me. That's not my life. That's not my passion. To be honest, I'm still as broke as I was 12 years ago to now, still in debt, but now I have a good team, I have experience, I have a lot of skills that I've acquired, but most importantly, I have people who believe in myself, and I believe in myself because now I feel it. I feel it in my huevitos. I feel it here. I feel all the work that me and my team have done is going to just...
Are you tired of being bullied?
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
Yeah.
Well, we have a special drink for you. The new energy drink Nick can give you power, energy, and courage to beat up anyone and do anything.
The Nick. This is the first video that I've ever made. This video is 11 years old. I was 17 at the time. I'm 27 now, I'm turning 28. This was for an economics project. The relation? I don't know. One of my friends, we had a project that we had to basically create an advertisement for a product. So we're like, let's just do this video and have fun with it. We both did karate and we were like, let's just do this, bullying / project where this drink gives you powers, it makes you stronger, and then you could kick ass after that. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had a lot of, ideas. I had a really big creative spirit. I had a great imagination, but I didn't know how to put it to use. I sucked at drawing. I couldn't sing. I wasn't, handy with building stuff and painting, whatever. I just sucked at most artistic things. And I'm like, well, maybe school is the way. Eventually, when I went to college, I watched a lot of animes before, and I was like, I want to create this club, because in animes I always have like this martial arts club, and I was like, I want to create this martial arts club. So in class I met this guy called Stefano who also did karate, and I'm like, yo, let's create a martial arts club. So we went to the student association and we asked how to go about this, and they told us that we just need 5 people, 5 signatures in order to be able to create this club. So we went to this club orientation day in the cafeteria, and we started giving out flyers and we tried to get people, and we managed to get 5 people to come. And the student association gave us the permission to use the gym. So we were able to use the gym to practice. We had no idea what we were doing. We just gravitated towards each other, and all we did was train. We went to the gym, we trained hard, we learned how to do flips, acrobatics, and all we cared about is just this martial arts club. We didn't really care about school. Well, mostly me, I really did not care about school because most of my friends ended up doing something smart with their lives, which is going to university, and I'm and I decided to spend as much time in college just to try to, grow this. And one day we had this idea, we're like, let's just do a show. Let's prepare this choreography or this little routine and do a show. And this is what ended up happening from it. We were shit. We were so bad. And here we are now doing these crazy choreographies and just getting better and better and still grinding. It's just magical. So one of my close friends, Mark, I came up to him one day and I'm like, yo, I have an idea for this comedy. I want to shoot this little skit. Are you down?
I want to get into your pants.
These are so bad. Oh my god. Let's keep the doctor away. From this idea from the Nick, there was like a significant amount of improvement. After doing these two, it made me realize that I was able to create something. So it kind of helped me gravitate towards my creative side and understand where I was able to put my imagination and creativity into use. I'm able to look back at the projects that I did in the past and kind of see the relation and how they helped me get to where I'm at now. This is 10 years ago in the martial arts club at Vanier to now working both of us on our first Hollywood film as stunt performers on Moonfall. This is the first time we're gonna ever see our name on the big screen, but not as background performers, but as stunt performers. This is like, who knew? This is me and C-Mac's first choreography. It was so bad, like it was so bad. And if you just look at the progress that we've made from 10 years ago to just now, you're like, how? We kept practicing, we kept doing choreographies, we kept going to the gym. Like after Vanier, we were going to this parkour gym. We even did a choreography in the metro. We're like, let's just do this illegal fight scene in the metro. It doesn't matter if we get caught. And we kept trying ideas and ideas and ideas. We started from Vanier to both of us having together our first role on Jack Ryan. Recently, like 2-3 years ago, C-Mac got his first speaking role on Titans.
You the oat milk? Dude?
This is a photo of myself 8 years ago. On my first set, I was an extra on X-Men. 2, being the stunt double of Utkarsh on the show called Ghosts.
Worth more than Oklahoma. Okay, yep. Easy peasy, what is
And 3, 2, 1, go!
We had a very common interest where both C-Mac and I were fans of Jackie Chan. We loved Jackie Chan. We wanted to do fights like Jackie Chan. So if it wasn't for the martial arts background, I don't think that all of this would have been possible. Later on, C-Mac and Nico found a stunt school called Stunt Stage that they started doing a bunch of stunt classes. I joined them. So we found out what stunts was. We found out the thing that people did in the movie industry. I remember when I was younger, I went to see G.I. Joe with my dad and I'm like, that's what I want to do. And he's like, you're going to school. And I'm like, in Montreal, they shot a lot of the X-Men and they were looking for extras to just play like slaves or Arabs in a market. And I told all my friends, yo, let's send our stuff, let's send our videos, maybe we can get hired to do cool stuff. And then they were like, you're crazy, they're just looking for extras. And I'm like, no, I swear. So I sent my stuff still, and I got hired for another thing as an extra, and then I kept getting hired for more background work. And that's when I met stunt performers, and they kind of told me the whole kind of spiel of how to become a stunt performer. So I made a demo, I practiced, and we got to learn stunt. We spent a couple years training and practicing to eventually being able to join this stunt group and do an intensive stunt training with a stunt coordinator, which really, really helped us. Kept practicing the martial arts club, and I started doing wushu, and some of us started doing different types of martial arts. We started picking up different things, and we started getting better at fight choreography as we were training. C-Mac and another friend Roy would always try these crazy dance concepts and just different ideas, to later on being able to do a commercial for Guru.
Well, maybe I can change, but it ain't my style. I got groovy ways, and I wanna get wild.
So later on, Seema got his first gig to perform in a music video.
Ooh, sexy baby, don't you know it's not the money? Ooh, sexy daddy, don't you know I want your loving?
We both went to Toronto. This director called us. He's like, hey, we need this guy to do crazy flips for a music video. And I'm like, Seema, do this combo, do that combo. It felt like I was playing a video game with a remote. I'm like, do this combo, do that. Try this combo. I remember he was like twirling the staff. He hit himself in the eye and he cut himself really bad. And he's like, I think I need to go to the hospital. I got stitches. I'm like, you're gonna sit the down and you're gonna perform in this video. We're not going to any hospital. You can get stitches after. Here's Kleenex. So I got Kleenex. I wiped down his blood and he's like, it's still bleeding. Like, I'm gonna get you a Band-Aid. So we got him a Band-Aid. We just wrapped it around his like ninja helmet, and I'm like, you're performing. Like, we're not blowing this. That's when I started. I was working in the dollar store. I saved up money and I bought my first camera. I bought myself, the first camera I started was the Canon T5i, and I shot my first short film. I had an idea to do like an inspirational style video where this guy was getting bullied and he would train and he would kick everybody's ass. Kind of like the Nick 2.0. I had two friends, Brandon and Andy, both of them did martial arts. And I came up to them like, I want to do this like Jackie Chan style kung fu comedy old school. So the first idea was a flop. We had an idea where the character would be trying to get the notes from the other character, and it would be a lot of prop fighting, kind of in Jackie Chan how he fights with the cane all the time or with the ladder. We're like, let's try to fight with a prop. After that, we did the bottle. I understood how to do action comedy because of these two projects. Already by the third project, the quality was significantly better. Like, the acting was better, the idea was better, my framing was better. I got better at creating choreographies. I shot this little Halloween skit where we'd fight with plushies. Because of these projects, I understood how people did it and I was able to improve to a significant level in order to be able to create projects like this.
I swear to God, it's not even it's not
We understood the magic of Jackie Chan fight scenes and we were able to portray that and showcase it properly.
So, are you on your way? I've been waiting for a while now.
Get that fucker!
Fuck!
quality of our fights got a lot better, the camera work got a lot better, but there was still something missing.
All I read here is that I should kill you.
Then it's a fight to the death.
This project was very important to do because it made me understand what I really wanted to do and achieve with film. I really want to do live action style fightings like anime adaptations, video game style projects. I really love using VFX in choreographies. Because of this project, I understood how to work with a VFX artist.
Listen, all I want to do is kick the cap off of that bottle for a challenge video.
Recently, 3 years ago, we met this really cool VFX artist, Studio Azuno. Shout out to Studio Azuno. This guy really understands how anime effects work. He really understands it. This was the first presentable anime project that we were able to put out. The effects were great, and because of that project, we finally were able to put out something that was high tier anime level action. I started incorporating VFX into the action designs that we were creating to be able to finally create and work on the passion project that I've been wanting to work on since I was a kid.
All right, let's get this party started. Man, why can't these things ever be easy? Gosh, you're so rough on a first date.
So this is the most successful project. Still to this day, C-Mac would say this is our best project. Deadpool vs. Star Wars was the project that we all together realized that this is what we want to do, this is what we're good at, and this is our passion, this is our love, this is what we're going to keep doing. We still want to do more projects like this, but realized that projects like this take a lot of time, effort to write, and a lot of money. So fun fact about Deadpool vs. Star Wars, we rented out this warehouse that costed $300, and we had this warehouse until 6 p.m. So we had this idea, let's just start shooting Deadpool vs. Star Wars, and then in the morning, really early, we'll wake up and then film a fight scene for another short film idea that we had. This was the first long short film I did, but never got released because it was never been able to be completed. I just shot parts of this film here and there. Like, I didn't know how to do this. I didn't know how to create a film.
How'd you make so much more money than me?
Yeah.
I discovered this short film competition called My Road Reel, which essentially was a free-for-all short film competition. You had 3 minutes to do a short film, no restrictions, whatever ideas. We came up with this idea where people would walk outside and then someone would be possessed and start fighting each other. A reason to do a fight scene, which, funny enough, we still haven't been able to come up with an idea. It's funny because the first road reel we ever did, we had no story. The new road reel, still no story.
What was the story about? I don't think we wrote a story. We do stunts, we don't write story.
We kept grinding, we kept going to the spot, practicing, coming up with choreographies. We were doing weekly stunt trainings. Every week we got together just to do a stunt training. We just believed that if we keep practicing, keep getting better, that one day we're gonna get hired for something. Our choreographies got much better to like finally being like, this is the project that pioneered my career as a filmmaker, not just as a stunt performer, but as a general filmmaker. Looking back at this project, it still holds up, which is impressive because this is the first project where I just knew where to be. I knew where to be with the camera, I knew what kind of shot to take, I knew which angle would look better for which shot. I was just so comfortable whatever I was doing. There was this challenge back then, the mannequin challenge, where people would stay stationary and you kind of move around. I filmed the challenge for a friend and then I started thinking, I'm like, what if I did the same thing for this fight choreography? And that's how they did it in Sherlock Holmes. I went to the guys, I'm like, guys, I have an idea. So when you're about to hit, go super slowly and then speed up and then slow down. And then everyone was like, this is not gonna work. No one believed that it was gonna work. But after editing it, they're like, wow, I can't believe it worked. It looks great. By doing that, I was able to understand how to do those kinds of fight scenes. Later on, we did a couple of them and they got better and better each time.
Soldiers, charge!
This is where you Watch
This is the first team choreography project that we got to do. I remember there was this archery tag place that just opened up. I went to the owner and I'm like, hey, I want to do this idea where a bunch of our teammates just come and we have two teams and we just do this crazy like medieval style battle. And he's like, sure, but I don't have the budget for it. I'm like, I don't care. We're gonna do this for free. Let us film, let us use your place. We're just gonna do it. He's like, okay, cool, no problem. Because of that one video, we were able to get hired to do a bunch of other videos. And we got to go to Vegas for our first film festival. All that mattered was this dream was possible, that one day we would be able to be on the big screen in theaters, we would be able to create things that would go on the big screen. The Level Up saga. By this time, everything was getting better. We finally saw the light, we saw the hope. Our teamwork was getting better, camera work was getting better, choreographies were getting better. Everything was getting better. So for 3 years, we would go to this gym and just train. Every Sunday, we would go there in the morning, we would train all day, we would film concepts, and then we would go eat at this like brochette place. And we just kept trying out concepts, choreographies. Because of that, we learned how to do pre-visuals and action design. We learned how to, bring things together and come up with this idea and to kind of film it and showcase it.
I got this. Go, go, go. Come on.
By always putting out work and sharing it on Facebook groups. I remember someone contacted me, they're like, hey, we're looking for a choreographer for this project. We've been looking at your work and we want to get you on board. I'm like, okay, cool. What's the details? They're like, oh, we're shooting in Minneapolis. I'm like, oh, I'm from Montreal. They're like, it's okay, we're gonna fly you in. I'm like, I'm getting flown out, this is the first time. I'm like, I'm so excited, you know? So excited to get hired on an international project. And my friends were so excited, everyone in the team was really excited for that. I got to choreograph this fight scene in water for this short film, which later on they got the funding to do the feature film, which is really cool. Hey guys, we just got robbed. They broke into our car and they stole all our camera equipment. They stole about $8,000 worth of equipment. We've Because of the videos we did for Guru, I was able to get hired for the first time, full-time as a content creator for rentals.ca. And it was the first time that someone told me, do what you're good at. I remember the CEO was like, I want you to do some concepts just like you did for Guru. It's like, ooh, this is exciting, the first time I get to do me, I get to be creative.
Cold, lonely, and depressed? I use rentals.ca to search for the warm embrace of a fireplace. Ooh, look at that ash.
I was doing a lot of corporate videos and I hated doing corporate videos. I'm like, I want to do creative stuff. I want to do stuff with movement, with action, with story. And that was the first time I was able to do that for a full year. And it gave me a lot of opportunities. Unfortunately, I got laid off because of finally get to get hired as a team. So it was the first time we get to get hired as a team to come up with the concept. They liked working with us so much that they wanted to do a second music video that they were working on. That one was even better.
J'ai le monde dans la paume, Tour de France, maillot jaune. Ton équipe est dans la sauce, ton équipe est dans la sauce. Pas de victoire, pas de pause, c'est le mot d'ordre qu'on s'impose. Ton équipe est dans la sauce, ton équipe est dans la sauce. Maman m'a dit soucie-toi de ton avenir, parce que ta couleur n'inspire pas le respect, c'est même s'ils n'oseront pas le dire.
This photo, I remember Cedric, one of our teammates, really talented tricker, was just sitting in the chair like this. We were filming in the St. James Hotel, which is the most expensive, like one of the most expensive hotels to rent per night. It's like $10,000 a night to stay there. And he was like, I've never been to such a nice place before. Can someone take a photo? I'm like, yeah, man, we're gonna take a photo. You deserve to be there. When I was filming the choreography, I felt like I was one with the camera. I started doing zooms, I started, trying out different framings, and because of this fight scene, I started choreographing for the camera, not just choreographing for the movements. And I was able to develop a unique style, my unique style of filming choreographies.
If only you could know, we're only meant to show all the tears of gold.
Every filmmaker has a dream of filming with the red, and they think that once they film with the red, that they're gonna make it, they made it. And I was like, this was the first project that I got to film with the red. I was like so excited, I'm like, we're filming with the red! I genuinely believed that this project was gonna be the one to elevate my career and bring me up there. It wasn't. After this project in the winter, I got into a serious depression. I gained a lot of weight. I stopped filming for a long time, and I kind of questioned what I was doing.
So alive, makes me wanna. If only you could know.
I learned how to come up with a music video and develop a method of how to organize my ideas and pre-visualize it. So I came up with a pre-edit of the music video even before shooting it. The horror experience is the first short film that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's the first full project that we've been able to complete. It also made it to Fantasia Film Festival. We were able to successfully tell a story and keep an audience entertained and engaged. This was the project that realized we can do film. C-Mac made this really hard mask. It was a torture mask. Like, he was barely able to breathe. But after that project, I was like, C-Mac is gonna do anything. For our project, he's gonna give his life away. Like, it was so cold. They were both drowning, and I'm like, keep filming. Cut! Shit, go help them. We ended up being good at coming up with things with zero to no preparation, just going out there with the camera and shooting something, and it ended up turning out to be great.
Come on! What do you want? Oh, no! Come on! No. Wait!
We won 3rd place for this film race. Finally, first trophy. I don't have it with me, but first trophy that we've ever won in the film industry.
Are you ready? Fight!
This was one of the greatest choreography. Camera was amazing, quality was amazing, story was amazing, everything was great. Every project we do is important for our career. We have to put everything that we have into it. In the future, we have these ideas, we prove them. When we have money, which we will one day, we're gonna end up doing these ideas, these projects. If no one's gonna fund us, we'll do it ourselves, you know? This is when we realized that we were unstoppable if we worked as a team and we put all our efforts and our energy together. We wanted to create a different type of multi-man fight. A lot of multi-man fight scenes in movies are pretty dull, where they're gonna have many people fighting each other and they're just gonna take one part of the action and then cut to another part, and that's a multi-man fight. What we wanted to do is blend the action together. We wanted one choreography to mesh with the other choreography to just have a flow in that sense. So we succeeded at doing that, and after that we developed another way to choreograph for multi-man fighting.
Location. What the hell's going on?
We did another 24-hour film race. This one was really tough to do. It wasn't as successful as other projects. Again, there's times where you're gonna do good projects, and even now there's times that projects flop. It's the same as writing music. You're gonna write a song and it's not gonna work, and you're gonna write 100 songs and only maybe 2 of them like make the EP, for example. The actors are sitting in the car and I'm like, I gotta come up with this gun choreography. And I was like, all right, try this, try that. And then I finally realized, and it clicked to me how to do a gun choreography, gun fu, which later on we ended up doing a cool gun choreography, Andrew and I. This is the first time a big stunt coordinator, Toma, gave me an opportunity. He's like, hey man, I want to shoot a concept and I saw your work and I want you to shoot the action because you understand how to shoot action. I was like ecstatic. I'm like, I'm gonna give everything I got to shoot this concept. He's worked on a lot of American projects. Like, he's doubled Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. Big coordinator. And I got the opportunity, like, to be like, oh my God, I feel so special, like me, out of all people. We ended up developing really creative one takes, like unique one takes. Like, so I started doing TikToks. Like, I started trying to do creative style TikToks, like action comedy style TikToks, which is really fun. And I thought maybe our audience is not on YouTube, maybe it's on Instagram and TikTok, where everyone has a short-term attention span. I'm lying down on my bed, I'm running, I'm taking a walk, and I'm thinking, what's the next step? Because it's not like, someone that goes to university, gets a career job, then if they work X amount of time, they do such performance, they're gonna get promoted guaranteed. We don't have that luxury. We don't have that, if we put in this much work, that we will make it here. Here we have it, our 10-year journey to be able to work in the film industry.
The night is so young, but we're all moving and shaking, grooving, love making, it's the place to be. So much soul and sexy ladies, I'm looking fly and I feel amazing. Got the world in my hand, and I'm never letting go. And it's so good, I just can't stand it. Half the time of your life, I can't keep it all inside, and I can feel the love tonight. It's in the air, it's in your eyes, it's what you need, it's on your mind. You know it's on, and I feel the love tonight. It's in the way you move your hips, that little perk up on your lips. Blow me a kiss, and I feel the love tonight. It seems your heart is on the run, but you gotta let loose and have some fun. It's got a hold, and I feel the love tonight. Everybody's feeling good, NYC to Hollywood. It's so easy to feel the love tonight. This round is on me. Line 'em up and take 'em down. Jump in my ride, we'll go downtown. I know the spot where it's all free. Anything you want, just show me love and we'll get it started. I'm on the top of my game. Had so many chances, but you know it's just not the same. So take advantage, cause I'm one. Please just keep it coming. Don't stop till you see the sun. And I know the way to make you let go. Let it roll, heart and soul. Now is the time for you and I. By my side, souls collide. You've been searching for something that you couldn't find. it's on your mind. You know it's on, and I feel the love, love, love tonight. It's in the way you move your hips, that little perk up on your lips. Blow me a kiss, and I feel the love, love, love tonight. It seems your heart is on the run, but you gotta let loose and have some fun. It's got a hold, and I feel the love, love, love tonight. Everybody's feeling good, NYC to Hollywood. It's so easy to feel the love, love, love tonight.